Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is going to be a Remnant speed run. So, the Remnant Expedition is on the way out. We have 3 days left. I'm recording this on Saturday. So, and you should see it on Saturday, by the way. So, you have 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to get it done. Depending on your time zone, it could take, you could have Sunday evening or Monday morning or however, but make sure you get it done Saturday or Sunday, whenever you see this video go out. But just keep in mind, you have 3 days. So if we go over here, I'm going to do a fresh game. 3 days remaining. This is Sunday afternoonish. So maybe Monday afternoon you'll have it. But if you need to get it done, there usually is an expedition replay at the end of the year. So more than likely you'll have another chance. But this is your last chance to get it right now. So this guide will be an absolute speed run guide. So it's not going to go in depth. If you want to see an in-depth guide, I have that on the channel. This is going to be more of, this is how I do it in under about 2 hours. You should be able to easily get this done under 2 hours in real life time. If you're following the guide and kind of speed running it, if you're a veteran No Man's Sky player, you've played for a while, you kind of know the gist of how to play. If you've never played No Man's Sky, you're a brand new player, I would highly suggest go to the detailed walkthrough. The speed run is not where you want to start. Because again, I'm not going to explain in detail everything. I'm just going to show you what I do for a speed run. Anyway, when you first start up, you'll want to focus on getting ferrite dust. You want to focus on getting pyrite and emerald in the beginning of the game, because we're going to need that to make our paraffinium, to make all that kind of stuff. So, and you need a lot of ferrite dust. So don't skimp out on the ferrite dust. Do not skimp out on that. You're going to need it. Where am I going? Okay, that's where I need to go. So there's my emerald over here. But again, remember, we have milestones for scanning animals. We have milestones for scanning rocks. So make sure you're doing that while you're out here, because these milestone gifts, rewards, will help you out a ton. So make sure you're doing it. But yeah, 100% go after the ferrite dust like crazy. Get a whole bunch of ferrite dust early on, because it will help. We're gonna try to make an excavation blade before we leave the first time, so we're gonna need a lot of this stuff. And then, scan your stuff. Nope, can't get that animal. That's okay. And if you want to scan or start going after the smaller rocks, because they give you geodes that will break down into either pure ferrite, or maybe they'll turn into magnetized ferrite, which we're going to need later on as well. Don't get angry with me, guy. Don't do it. I don't want to have to murder you, you jumpy guy. Please leave me alone. So yeah, we're going to need a lot of ferrite dust, but we also need to make sure you're getting your emerald. Make sure you're getting your pyrite, because you're going to need the pyrite to make paraffinium. You can make paraffinium with pyrite and ferrite dust, or if you want to do it the more difficult way, silver and oxygen will turn into paraffinium. However, it's not easy to get silver and or oxygen here on this planet. So I highly, highly recommend don't do that. Just go for the normal, what's it called? The normal pyrite and ferrite dust. We also need to get these. We need to get some gassy pots, some oxygen. We need some ferrite or some carbon, because we're going to need that for our refiner, and I believe we're going to need some nanotubes, so we need to get some carbon as well. We've angered the sentinels, which is fine. We're not going to pay attention to them. What we're going to do is we're going to run away. Again, get all the monsters you can early on. And boom, boom, boom. There we go. Got these. So you don't need a lot. So I believe for the pyrite, you only need 50 pyrite. For the emerald, you're going to need a bit, because you do need a lot for the chromatic metal. However, emerald turns into a lot of chromatic metal, so you don't need to worry about gathering too much. It's going to bother me to leave that, but I need to, because these guys are going to murder me. We're gonna pick up all of these. We need 32 Gravitino balls. And so just keep, either a checklist in your head or just check in your milestone page to grab those, that number when you can. We don't need to scan plants. That's why I'm not doing that. And these ones only have one material, so it's not like you need to anyway. But we need to make some nanotubes later on, so we're going to need a few. But we do definitely need a lot more ferrite dust. So let's keep going over here. Let me get that. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, weapon charge depleted. That's why we got a whole bunch of the carbon as well. I believe we got all these. So we're good on that. Scanned all that. There's birds that come out at night. Or during the day, during the day. So if you're out during the day, make sure you look at the skies for the birds. Those are going to be difficult to get. Those are time related. There's also a ground creature that only comes out at night. So keep that in mind as well. Got that, got that. I don't like overheating my laser because it lowers my damage. All right, so there should also be pyrite up here. It's going to be a shiny. There it is right there. So let me grab my pyrite while we're here. Again, you don't need a whole bunch. You need 50, minimum of 50 to get your paraffinium. So you want to make sure you get 50, but you don't need to go down to your small terrain manipulator and squeeze out every bit of this. It's okay. They should give you more than enough on that deposit right there. All right, so we are close to the facility over here. They give me a marker for it. Gonna grab my carbon. We're gonna need more ferrite dust, but we'll get that later on. These sentinels are starting to get angry, so I better move it along. Go into the cave. There is a cave right next to this this facility right here. Again, I'm trying to get as much ferrite dust as I possibly can. We're going to need a lot of metal plating and stuff. And while I'm doing this, let me make sure I put some fuel in here. And then emerald, do that. That way I can turn that into chromatic metal. So we're going to need a little bit of cobalt out of here. So most of the reason you come into this cave is to hide from the sentinels like me, or scan these rocks. You have two rocks that are in the cave. The stalactite on the top and a stalagmite on the bottom. I think that's what they are. Maybe reverse that. I don't know. But there's two different rocks you can get in here. And we need a little bit of cobalt. You don't need too much because they give you cobalt as a reward. And again, they give you silver here, but I would highly recommend not using that simply because silver and oxygen are very rare resources, and you're going to need a lot of it to make your paraffinium. So that's done. Let's do this. And, oh wait, we need to put in our pyrite, which we only need 50. Really? And then we're going to need double the amount of ferrite dust, so we're going to need 100. Oh no, we only need 50 of that too. Okay, good. We'll get 25. That's all we need. 25. So now we're going to save the rest of our ferrite dust. We don't need a ton of ferrite dust. We just need that paraffinium. Just a little bit there. So the other thing we need to do is we're going to need some magnetized ferrite. I believe it's 125 magnetized ferrite. And so you just need to double that. So we need 250 of the of this. So we need another 11. 2. We just need 250 because pure ferrite turns into magnetized ferrite in half. So if you want 120 magnetized ferrite, you need 240 pure ferrite. That kind of thing. All right. So while that's cooking, we'll do this. This will give us our first milestone. 8 minutes in, 8.5 minutes in. So we can install our coil. And again, we have everything we need except the resonator, which a resonator takes ionized cobalt. So accept our reward. That'll give me 200 cobalt. That'll give me 357, which is fine because we only need 240. in order to make our ionized cobalt. All right, done and done and done. This is all good. I'm going to organize my inventory. You guys know I'm crazy about this. I need to organize it. That way I know where everything is. Laser down here. Actually, you know what? We'll put our weapon down here. Laser up there. So yeah, we just need our resonators. And so we're going to need 40 magnetized ferrite for each 40 ionized cobalt. But we need to make 3. So 40 times 3 is 120. That's the whole thing behind what I'm trying to do here. So 120. Oh, we only need 120, so we're good on that. All right. And now, so 240. That's fine. We'll stop it at 120. And then we should be good. Now remember, our next one is going to be for throwing in all of our stuff in there. All right, there we go. We're going to need some more ferrite dust. Because we need to make 5 metal platings, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we're going to need a little bit more than that, though. But still, we're basically almost there. All right. So let's get some more ferrite dust while I'm thinking about it. Done and done, done and done. Some more carbon, because we're going to need to make nanotubes, I believe. And just fuel in general. All right. Done and done. So now we need to make our resonators. 1, 2, 3. Done and done. So now we need to throw in 3 pieces of metal over here. 1, 2, 3, and that should give us our next one, which is going to give us our amazing, what's it called? Thing. Our truck right here. There we are, the Colossus, excuse me. Got a flatbed. So I'm just going to pop it right here, and we have everything we need. Ion battery, paraffinium, all that stuff. There we go. And one of our next milestones is to customize it. So we just need to put on a flatbed. That's it. And then we're going to save our configuration. Boom. It's going to be called a fat bed. There we are. Done and done. And I'm not changing the tires on purpose. A lot of people think, oh, if you have the spider legs, the mechanical legs, it goes faster, or any of the other ones. It does not. They're all cosmetic, and I'm going to show you that in this speed run. You do not need those mechanical legs or anything like that. Need to put it in here. Get on top, and we're going to grab 3 pieces of metal to put it in the bed. That's our next milestone, is to refine it right there. There we go. But yeah, you don't need any special tires or anything like that. People believe it, and it looks cooler. Don't get me wrong. It looks cooler, but it's a visual upgrade. It is not a requirement. It's not going to make you go any faster. Boom. Boom. Got all that, got all that. We got our excavation blade, I believe. We have that one ready to go. So now what we need to do is we need to install a radar amplifier. There we are. We need to install our engine upgrades. That way we can actually go a little bit faster. C-Class is really not going to make a big difference, but it makes a difference. All right. And so now we need to scan for a waste heap, which is going to be over here. There we go. Done and done. 5 minutes in. So now, oh yeah, we need to do our excavation blade, metal plating, carbon nanotubes. All right. Nope. Remember nanotubes? We got those. So we're going to need to, as we're going this way, we're going to need to shoot our laser on our vehicle and collect materials. It's a milestone to do this anyway. However, we need to get that ferrite dust because we're going to need to make our excavation blade. That's another milestone. And you don't have to worry about your laser doesn't overheat or anything like that. It has fuel, so you need to make sure you have enough carbon to feed it. However, you should be all good to go. We can't do that yet. Give me that, give me that. And I'm gonna be boosting as well, randomly. Oh yeah, we need to get our Gravitino balls. So as I'm doing this, I'm gonna jump out. Grab some Gravitino balls. I'm going to ignore the Sentinels for now because I don't want to go after the Sentinels until I have some upgrades, some weapons and stuff. So I'm going to ignore my Sentinels for now. If you want to do your Sentinel milestone, you can absolutely do it right now. However, I'm not going to. I'm going to wait till I have my upgrades ready to go. Grab these over here. I believe we need 32, so you're going to need to grab a lot. So just to knock mine out, I'm doing that and just grab 7. That should be pretty close. Keep in mind, you won't get notified if you've completed a milestone if you're in combat. So I could have finished it, but I won't know because I'm in combat. I can go to pause and look and know that I have 21 out of 32. So now I know I need 11 more Gravitino balls. So I need to do that. Grab that. Grab that. So the other thing we want to do is we want to scan all of our minerals, all the rocks that are around. A secret to know is that there are different rocks in different regions on the planet. If you're a veteran player, you should know that. But if you're a brand new player, you might not know that. And so if we find a riverbed along the way, it will have different minerals than out here in the middle of nowhere. So that's why I'm kind of doing this. We need to make our excavator as well. So that's why I'm trying to get a whole bunch of these. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, we need 2 more. 2 more. So I'm looking for any kind of rocks. There is a weird mineral on this planet. It looks like a cactus. It looks like a plant. However, it is a mineral. It counts as a mineral. So that's what we're looking for. Oh, and then there's some balls over here. Oh, that's a lot too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's all we need. That's all we need. So now we know our milestone is done. We can avoid those again. Yeah, there is it looks like like this one right here. It looks like a plant, right? It's shiny. It looks like a plant. That's a mineral. So that's another hidden mineral right there. Oh, I already scanned it. Okay, I already scanned that thing. So never mind. I thought I didn't scan it yet. So there you go. I'm so confused and trying to rush in my brain that I'm not paying attention. Up. Oh, do we have our birds? We do not. So let's look for our birds. Easy birds in the sky. Oh, come on, birds. There you are. There we go. Collected 32 Gravitino balls. And we discovered a new species while driving. We scanned all the animals on a planet. That is a secret to getting that milestone done. If you scan all of the planet's or animals, it will instantly give you the other milestone for scanning an animal in your vehicle. You can kind of skip that one, get it done really quickly because we've scanned all the animals, so we're good. I've run over 8 creatures in an exocraft. That's even worse. Okay. We're doing all this. We got to get our minerals. So we have to excavate so much, or we have to collect minerals through the laser. So that's why I'm doing this. We should. There we go. We should have this done now. All right. So now we have our shovel. So now when we run over stuff, we will collect it as well. Let's keep lasering stuff because, again, we need to collect so much resources with our laser. I can't believe we haven't gotten a riverbed. I thought there was a riverbed over here, but I guess not. That's all right. We're going to that first rendezvous right there. First rendezvous is probably going to be around 20 minutes. Oh, there's a hole right there. That's great. Thank you. There we go. We're trying to get these oxygen plants, hazardous plants. Oh, great. I'm out of charge. There we are. So we're almost there. Yep. Mined 500 resources with the vehicle laser. So we did that. So now we don't have to laser anything. You can still do it to collect stuff if you need it, but you don't have to. So now I just need to plow into stuff with my shovel. That way I can collect resources with the shovel. So we're almost there. So again, we're going to be doing the first and second rendezvous separately, and then 3 and 4 we're going to do together because they're right next to each other. And we need to get 5 waypoints. So what I would highly recommend is when you're here, when you're at this checkpoint, head over to the waypoint. We're going to do 5 different checkpoints, 5 different rendezvous. That means we have 5 chances to get these waypoints, which is what we need. So absolutely, you got to be here anyway, right? All right. So collect as many resources as you can. This will make it easier later on. You want to collect as much as you can early because the more you collect, we need to collect 16 of every resource. 16 explosive, 16 toxic, 16 radiation. So we need to make sure to collect as many as we can so we can make it easier later on. Rendezvous number 5, if we have everything basically done, we don't need to worry about, collect all the resources because it's going to take us a million years. We can just say, I only need 5 of the explosives, so that's all you need. So doing all the heavy work up front makes it easier later on, essentially. Get in there. And then don't forget, these little canisters, they count as toxic. So they look like little tiny gas cans. Those are toxic containers. I was avoiding them in the beginning, like, this looks terrible. No, those are worth it. Those are way worth it. Those will help you out later on. Because toxic containers are one of the hardest ones to find in this rendezvous. Or in this expedition. So collect those little cans whenever you see them. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Get over here. And I believe that's everything. So now... Oh, nope. We have our little toxic can right there. All right, so now comes the hardest part of this whole speedrun type dealio. When you drive back, you want to go fast enough so that you get there fast. But you want to go slow enough so your stuff doesn't bounce out. The other thing to keep in mind is you want to take those rewards because that'll give me an engine upgrade that I need. And there you go. So take the rewards whenever you get them. Done and done. Done and done and done. Okay. So now, again, you want to go fast enough so you get there quickly, but you want to go slow enough and try to find the flattest driving surface. That way you don't have anything bounce out, because that is the danger in this. It will be the most aggravating part of this entire thing. So you can boost if you want to. There we go. So that's my plant right there. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. I gotta concentrate really hard on this. So yeah, essentially balance between boosting to get it done fast and also driving smoothly so you don't go crazy and have everything bounce out. Because the containers, there's not a time limit or anything like that on the containers themselves. It's more of a damage limit. The more they bounce around in the back of your bed, the more they bounce out of it and hit the ground, the more damage they'll take, and they'll become more and more fragile. I've had a couple of runs where I've had a container bounce out and explode, and I needed, like, the explosive container. And it's like, well, son of a gun. And I'd have to basically start over or go search for another explosive container somewhere randomly. That is the most aggravating thing. So just slow and steady, but also as quick as you think you can do without having too much bounce out. And then on top of all of that, we have the excavation milestone where we have to run over minerals with our shovel. So that's why I'm kind of like, okay, we need to make sure we drive a little bit stupidly. You can knock that out while you're driving out there when your bed is empty. That's probably a better idea. But I'm trying to get that knocked out easy so I can just go in straight lines. Because right now I'm kind of I'm driving around in a little bit of a weird angle, just trying to hit everything. Yeah, we haven't hit a riverbed yet. I think a riverbed is on rendezvous number 2. That'll probably get it knocked out. So let's do this. And some plants, they will bounce your truck. And I don't know what the rhyme or reason is. Like there's an extra big hitbox on some of these plants. And so you'll be driving along, just plowing through everything. And then all of a sudden you hit like a sodium plant. And all of a sudden your truck just flips over. And you're like, what the hell? And it's just weird. That's why I don't like the physics. The physics in this game are not like 100% all the time. Just depends on whatever the game feels like. Sometimes you run over a sodium plant and nothing happens. Other times you run over a sodium plant and it just didn't like it and it flips your truck. And you're like, oh, great, thanks, I guess. But yeah, so that's another thing to keep your eye on. And we also need to run over and destroy a whole bunch of these hazardous flora, the exploder plants and stuff, while we're driving. So we need to make sure to hit those guys as well. And these ones count too, these little spiny ones that look like a hand. Boom. Knock them out. I think we need condensed carbon. Up like that. Up, I just had one fall out. Get your butt in there. Don't need that. I don't need you doing that to me right now. But yeah, I'm purposely, I am using the default everything except for the flatbed, of course. You have to have a flatbed, but I'm using the default truck, like front end. I'm using the default tires just to show you that you don't need all that stuff. Oh, there we go. We got our plants done. Hazardous flora, 20 of them. We're done. This is where I'm going to boost a little bit at a time just to keep my speed up a little. Oh, see? Ran over that hazardous flora, you son of a gun. That other one's gone, though. That other one's gone. So we lost one explosive. That's fine. That's fine. We're about to be there. And then now we lost a radiation one. Let me grab that real fast. Don't you dare. There we go. And so that's kind of why you want to drive slow, methodical. But also, if you want to get it done quick, you have to drive at a little bit of speed. Oh, there's a toxic container right there. I will gladly take you. We're going to need that for later. All right. So now I tend to get quieter when I'm concentrating. My brain, I can't speak and also drive very good. I mean, I don't drive very good to begin with, but I drive even worse when I'm talking. I don't know what it is. My brain can't do two things at once. All right. So now we just need to throw them in your particular recycling bin. Remember, you need 16 of every kind. You need 16 explosives, 16 radiation, 16 toxic containers. So we need 16 of each. So you can dump it out or just pick it up and chuck it like this. I don't know what it is about the explosive container. I have a hard time, excuse me, aiming at this one. I always aim it too high. And just make sure you get them correct. You don't want to throw in your radiation container into the explosive container because it will not count. So you want to make sure you get them in the correct recycling bin. And that's a big thing. I've accidentally thrown in my toxic into the radiation, and I'm like, oh, damn it. It doesn't count it, so you're screwed. You just lost a container. There we go. Oh my god, I got so many. My explosives are going to be done really quick, so we can avoid explosives on our next ones. So this is what I mean. If you can get them all early, then you don't have to worry about them later on, and so you can make your load a little bit easier to drive with later on because you're not picking up everything. All right, done and done and done. All right, beautiful. So make sure we collect those rewards. Wait a minute, let me get in my Colossus because all that's going to go into my my thing here. All right. There we go. Assortment of cake. There we go. Done. So now we need to go to the second checkpoint right there. There we are. So we're going to go to a waste heap. That's going to be right in front of us. Beautiful. Now we need to make sure. Did I pick up any upgrades I need? No. Exocraft laser? Sure. Icarus fuel system. That'll refuel me. Good. Great. Thank you. All right. Done and done and done. All right. We're done. I need another shield because I'm going to have to go after the sentinels here fairly quickly. We get all of our upgrades. We did. All right. So we need to get our minerals now. So there should be a riverbed on rendezvous number 2. Should be a riverbed over here. And that's where we're going to get our minerals, our leftover minerals. I believe we only have like maybe 2 or 3 we need. So we should be good to go on that. Yep, just keep going along, trucking along, running into everything we need. The other thing we have to keep an eye on is, oh, there's our riverbed. So the riverbed it's discolored. It's more of a gray versus the brown we've been running over. So just get out and scan these rocks. These will be different. Look at that. Boom. That's a different one. That's a different one. That it? There it is. There we go. 8 new minerals done. So minerals are done. But the other thing we need to do is we need to look at getting our radar dish installed. So we're going to need that. We have everything there. So now we have our radar dish. We're going to need to scan for a monolith. And the secret is there's a monolith between Rendezvous 2 and your base again, your facility back there. And so that's why you want to do it now. After we get to this rendezvous number 2, we'll scan for a monolith. It should be out east, right over there. So it'll be easy to hit on the way back home. Sure. And then, boom. So yeah, we're going to try to run over as many materials as we can. Because, again, we have our excavation shovel on the front, and we need to excavate 500 resources with our shovel. And that's just basically run over stuff, essentially. We're just going to run over all this. There we are. Smashed 500 obstacles. Done. So now that's done. Let's accept those rewards for our minerals. That'll give us our weapon. So now we can do our sentinels because we have our weapon and all our weapon upgrades. So that'll help. We have an ingester. Get rid of that. Where's our other weapon here? Pulse spitter. Here we are. So with these sentinels, we need to grab and throw. I believe it's 20 or maybe 30. It might be 30 again. 20 or 30 sentinels. The secret is you can grab the same sentinel over and over again. Grab it, throw it. Grab it, throw it. And so you don't need to grab 20 separate sentinels. You just need to grab a sentinel 20 times. Or 30 times. It might be 30. Now that I think about it, it might be 30. But we're going to wait and we're going to do that when we get over here to this rendezvous. Because this rendezvous will also give us engine upgrades as well. And if you want to, you can use a flamethrower. You can use a weapon in order to attack the sentinels in your vehicle. I would not suggest doing that while you have a filled up bed, because the sentinels will shoot the bed and they'll shoot your containers. And so I would highly recommend not doing that with a full bed of waste. That would be aggravating. I mean, speaking of which, there's a sentinel right here. So we can do this real fast. Oh, you're just gonna drive all the way down there, huh? Grab it, throw it. Let's do this. Grab and throw, grab and throw, grab and throw. And we need to do that. How many times? Reorientate 32 times. All right, so 32. And we're almost there. One more time. Done. That'll give us some rewards here. And now we can do either shoot it with your upgrade that you just got, or if you want to, get in your vehicle and just do this. Actually, we should do it like this. That doesn't seem like it's fast enough, though. So what I'm going to do is just do this. Yeah, much faster, much faster. Did you fall into a cave? I think he's in the cave. Yeah, he is. Why are you hiding in this cave, sir? There you go. And remember, we only need 8. We only need 8 of them. So we've already killed 2, so we just need 6 more. 6 more, and we're done. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're number 6. All right, done and done. So that's it. That's it. All of our Sentinel stuff is done. So now we just get the heck out of here. So you can use your vehicle. It didn't look like it was working very much, so maybe not do that one. And now if we get far enough away, they will reset, and that way they don't attack us while we're trying to do our rendezvous number 2. Got that? Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're just going to do this. Go, go, go. Use my boost as much as possible on the way. There we go. And there is a mission milestone for driving. That's why I'm driving everywhere. Some people think, oh, I'll just use my jetpack jumps to go as far as I can. The problem with that is you need to drive your truck. You have to drive it. It's one of the milestones. You have to drive, I think, 50,000 miles or feet or whatever units with it. And so you need to be basically driving the entire time. So that's why I drive everywhere. I drive out to and back with my truck. Got to get those miles in. That's okay. We're going to grab as much as we can here. We'll do the waypoint, because remember, we need to do a waypoint. There we go. Checkpoint 2. Waypoint right here. Done and done. Beautiful. Get on the top of this one and then just grab whatever we can. Toxic is very good. We want to make sure we grab all the toxic we can. Over there, over there, over there. That's a explosive. We still need those. We haven't hit that limit yet. Don't need that. I'm just getting it out of the way. Thank you. Boom. Done and done and done. All right, that's all good. Radiation, we will take it. Explosives. I think we're almost done with our explosives. Like, we should be basically good on explosives after rendezvous number 2. Again, we're doing that just to make sure, like, okay, next time we don't need to pick up any explosive containers because we'll be done. But until we have it all, we're good. All right, that should be good. Done. Now, We'll accept our reward for our previous milestone because that'll give us engine upgrades. Yep, we got level B upgrades, class B upgrades. Done, done, done. Get rid of all the C class upgrades. We don't need them. And then I try to put in my top speed ones in the supercharged slots. So usage, top speed. There we go. There. And now, look for an alien monolith. Let's see where it marks it. Really? There's one over here. Why would it not mark the one over here? Because it doesn't want me to get it easy. That's okay. That's okay. I know it's over here. Oh, shoot. That was almost bad. All right. It's over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive a little bit. And I bet we can find it if we scan again. So I'm going to trust my gut. It's over on the east. And so we're going to do it that way. There's also another facility over here as well, so we could do that. But I know there's a monolith over here. Dang it! Even if the game doesn't want me to get it. This is a really bad drive. Oh my god, this is a stupid, stupid drive, you guys. Maybe don't go this way, because my god. That's a bad drive. Hopefully it's more flat over here. Oh my god. I know there's a riverbed that leads to it. Maybe I should check. Maybe I should take this riverbed right here, because the riverbeds are very easy. They're basically like mini roads. I know there's a riverbed that leads to it, so let's do that instead. Riverbeds are nice and flat, nice and easy. You don't have to worry about everything tipping and shooting off into space. So we'll do that. We're at 41 minutes already. Ouch. That's okay. Under 2 hours. Under 2 hours. I have a feeling we will probably get this done in around an hour and a half, if I had to guess. But again, you know, it depends on your driving, how lucky you are with the bounces and things like that. So this riverbed goes over here. Let's see if I scan again. There it is. Now it wants to mark the one I'm going to. Okay. And it looks like, yeah, use the riverbed, obviously. We have all our minerals scanned. We have all our animals scanned, so we don't need to worry about any of that stuff. So now it's literally just, we're doing our monolith. It's kind of out of order, but because it's in between Rendezvous 2 and Rendezvous and the facility back home, that's why I say, hey, do this on the way. It's just on the way between them both, so might as well, right? We'll be driving back anyway. So, but I mean, you don't have to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can wait and do your monolith later on. I think some of the other guys, like Paul and Delta, they do a different monolith. So there's multiple different ways to do it, obviously. Obviously, there's different ways to do it. But this is the way I like doing it. Just to kind of get it knocked out while we're doing these two. So yeah, I believe this riverbed should go down and around into where that location is. Over there. We've done our sentinel, so I don't need to stop and do this guy over here. Where is the sentinel? I just have a marker in front of me. Is he in front of my truck? No. Just a sentinel, I guess, right in front of me? Is he in my truck? Wait a minute. What are you doing? That thing bounced out, right? Where did that... Was that the sentinel? Was he inside my truck? Yeah, he was inside my truck because I'm still at 12. What the hell? I don't know what the heck that sentinel... Was he in the truck? Was he taking a ride with me? What the hell? I was wondering why that sentinel wasn't leaving. Like, he was just constantly in front of me. Like, what the heck? He's not following me. He was in my truck the whole time. All right, and then there should be a riverbed right next to the monolith, so we can stop off in the riverbed. That way I don't have to drive my truck over. You don't have to do anything at the monolith either. You don't have to interact with it. You don't have to do anything. You just have to be close to it. So just drive up to it, or if you want to park your truck and just run over real fast and touch it or whatever, or get close enough to it, you're fine. That's all you got to do. Oh, yeah, there should be a riverbed right here. Maybe. Nope. I thought there was. The monolith is like right there. A minute away. Go, go, go. Let's get in here. Keep boosting a little bit and make sure you don't juice it all the way out. You just want to make sure you can pull it whenever you need to. Just tap, tap. Keep your speed up a little bit higher. There we are, and we should be getting close. There it is, and I think the riverbed is right here. Yep, the riverbed is right here. So I will park my truck in the riverbed, and then I'll just do my run over to it. There we go. Don't even need to go. Look at it. I didn't even need to go touch it. I was like, what, 50 feet away? That worked. I'll take it. I thought I had to be closer than that at least. So yeah, now we take the riverbed up and around. Our facility should be like right there. Oh, see, look at that plant right there. For whatever reason, you normally can just fly over them, but no, no, no. That one is fussy. That one will flip my truck. That's just, I think that's the most aggravating part, is that it's not accurate 100% of the time. It's never the reliable, I guess is a better way. Sometimes you run over a plant, nothing. It's beautiful. And other times, there's no difference. It doesn't look any different. It just happens that that one is going to bounce you. And it's like, well, what the hell? Why? Why is this one bouncy and the other one's not? That's so ridiculous. And there's never an indication. There's never like, oh, if it's shiny, or oh, if it's this color or whatever. Nope. It's just sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Here we go. Just go down the riverbed. Make sure to avoid the plants whenever possible, just because you know they're going to pop you up. And there are caves in these riverbeds as well. So all of a sudden there's a gigantic hole and you're like, oh God, whoops. That's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. And then after we get back home and we organize all of these barrels, we can go to Rendezvous 3, you know, clear 3 and 4 at the same time and just be done with it. So because those are, they're like within a minute of each other. So it kind of is, it doesn't make sense to go out to Rendezvous 3, come back and then go out to Rendezvous 4 because they're within a minute of each other. So go to 3, pick up everything, then go to 4, pick up everything there, and then head home. And ideally, we won't need any explosive containers, so I can avoid picking up the explosive, and I can only pick up the toxic and the radiation, which will make it easier to drive. That's the idea, anyway. Let's go. We have our weird cactus plant right there. All right, I think this is the end of the riverbed. We can still kind of use this as like a little curve, I guess. keep it on going and then just turn. I don't have the scope, so I can't tell how far away that is, but it should be within another maybe minute, 2 minutes maybe at the most. So we'll do that. Go through here. Now it gets bumpy. Now we're not in the riverbed. So it's gonna be bumpy. Oh God, yeah, very bumpy over here. Jeez. Over there. And I just have my eye on the number at the bottom left. It says cargo aboard 12. So I know I have 12. And so if I lose that number, I know I've dropped one. So that's usually what I'm looking at. Like if you see a barrel bounce out, sure, you know, you'll know. But mostly I'm just looking at that number. Do I still have 12? Good, perfect. Haven't had anything bounce out yet. And there's our facility right there. Boom, boom, beautiful, beautiful. We got one barrel that's been shook up a little too much. It lost about, what, 10 or 15% health? That's fine. All right, we just stop right there. Separate all of our recyclables. Get in there. Oh, damn. Okay, I whipped myself. That's different. Damn it! Well, I wasted some fire. I wasted my explosives, so that was not smart. Yep, see? I get confused, and I'm just chucking them where I think they should go. Okay. We're good on that. I wasted some of them, but damn it. And I bet you I wasted the ones I needed to get to 16. Got that one done. Got that one done. All right. So install the Cyclops scope. Waypoints. Third waste. There we go. Boom. Scan for that third waste heap. We got all our rewards here. So now we just need to install the scope. Magnetized ferrite microprocessor. We can make microprocessors easy. Sure. Two. There we go. And there we go. 1, 2. And then one hermetic seal. We can do that easy. Boom. Done. Done and done. Got that one. We got some more upgrade kits and stuff like that. Good to go. Again, these are the items that you can destroy and get some high chromatic metal if you need to. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. All good. All good. Okay, good. Let's go. So this is 9 minutes away, but don't worry. 3 and 4 are right next to each other. So this is 9. 4 is 10 minutes away. However, the cool thing is once we do 3, they will give us our A-class engine for our truck. And then when you do Rendezvous 4, they will give you an S-class engine. So technically, we will be coming back a lot faster because we will have S-class engines in our truck, which is going to be much faster. The downside is you'll be bouncing around because you'll have a higher speed on you. So you just got to be careful. Yeah, let's get in here. We got this down though, guys. We got this. I mean, and technically you might be able to get away with doing Rendezvous 1, which is close over here, and then just doing Rendezvous 3 and 4, because those are all in a line. So, and it might work out to your benefit, because if you do 1 and then 3 and 4, you'll have your S-Class engine upgrade, so you can do Rendezvous 2 and 5, because they're on the opposite side over there. I believe 5 is closer to where 2 was. So yeah, definitely you can optimize this route if you'd like. Do Rendezvous 1, then skip to 3 and 4 all at the same time. But again, you got to drive with all that stuff in the back of your truck. So I don't know. Depends on how safe you want to be, or like how good of a driver you are. So if you're a really good driver, like you know the route, like you know where all the riverbeds are, and you can get there without bouncing too much, might be worth it. I just find that if you have more than about 15 things in the back of your truck, it becomes very hard to drive, because you have so much back there that any little bump is going to bounce them out, and you're going to lose a lot more of your load. So is it worth it if you lose half your load, or if you have like 5 barrels bounce out and break because they keep bouncing? I don't know. Maybe. Some people, you might want to chance it. Hey, it's worth the chance. It is worth the run just to see. Go, go, go. Just running over stuff right there. Look, we're already 5 minutes in there. So yeah, I have a strong suspicion we'll get this done in an hour and a half, which is kind of nice. So depending on how it goes, who knows? Maybe it's a really bad run, and we, on our way back from Rendezvous 4, it's just terrible. Who knows? I'm definitely not going to take this route on the way back. There's way too many bumps. Good Lord. Look at all this. And again, this is another reason why it's like, do I think this update is terrible? No. Is it my preferred thing to do? Absolutely not. I finished like all the milestones you need to collect all the different upgrades for your flatbed, for your Colossus. And I'm done. I'm like, okay, cool. I've done everything I need to. I've gotten all the upgrades. I'm finished, so I don't need to do this anymore, because it's not my favorite thing to do in the game. It's fun, and I think it's a cool, new, like, nothing I expected. I never expected a trucking update for No Man's Sky. That's kind of crazy. But it's not my favorite thing. It's like, I can take it or leave it. Let's get in here. And again, you have to do this drive because you need to stack up the miles driven. So absolutely drive your way down here. Especially because we are shortcutting from 3 to 4. I mean, 4 is like right there. It's like right up the hill from 3. And so because we're kind of doing a shortcut there, it's going to cut off some of our miles that we would normally drive anyway. So we're going to need to get all the mileage we can. Knock all these things out of the way. Almost there. We are 1.5. And again, there's a building right here. We can get our milestone for hitting the different rendezvous if you'd like. But you could avoid it if you don't want to waste the time to get out, go hit the checkpoint. You could just do it at the rendezvous. Again, you could just do it there. You will have more than enough rendezvous to get that knocked out. So get that done. I don't know why I'm swerving to hit this damn. Yeah, look at, see that one right there. What the hell was that about? I don't know what it is. Sometimes you run over them, no problem. Other times, nope, sorry, big problem. You're gonna flip your truck. And here's our next one. Where's our waypoint? On the other side. That's okay. We'll need to drive over there anyway with our truck. So, hit the waypoint over here. Oh, not the light. Waypoint. There it is. Save and chart. Done and done. So now, how many reds do we need? We need 2 more reds. That's all we need. Get up on here so I can just pull as much of these as I possibly can. We only need 2 red barrels, so that's all we're going to take. Because if we mess anything up, like if we lose any red barrels, then we can get them on Rendezvous 5. But we're only going to take 2 of the red ones for this. So we need all of our toxic. Every single bit. And has to be more than that, right? Don't need red. Really? Is that it? Oh, no, I knew it. See? Trying to hide these from me. Get up in there. Is that it? Yeah, they give you more than enough red explosive barrels. Look at that. No other. None. Wow. Okay. Well, that's it. So this one's done. Accept our reward. That way we get our engine upgrades. There we are. Get our engine upgrades in here. Gotta delete these. And anything with the top speeds. Yes. Yes. All right. So now we're going to skip ahead to Rendezvous 4 again, and we're going to scan for it. And it is literally, look at that, 1 minute away. 1.5, excuse me. It's 1 minute, 35 seconds away. My mistake. Sorry. But yeah, that's why you want to do that, because you don't want to drive this all the way back to the facility and then have to drive all the way back out here. Look at, there's a toxic container in there. I will take a toxic container. All right. But yeah, that would be an extra probably 10 to 15 minutes of your time just driving back and forth. So, oh, these little plants. God dang it. Already losing my explosive barrels. I only need 2 of these. Those damn plants. All right. Come on. Come on, Jason. Gotta speed this up a little bit. The hell was that about? The hell was that about, sir? Gonna move your big butt out of the way, please. There it is over there. There. I think that was it, right? I don't even know. I wasn't keeping track. Just hit a random box somewhere, somehow, and it just flipped me. And then look at it, just smooth as silk over here. My goodness. All right, we're at 8 aboard. Again, I think I have my explosives, but if not, that's not a big deal. We can do it at Rendezvous 5. We still have 1 more rendezvous left, so whatever we don't get here, we can make up for on the Rendezvous number 5. We're just trying to minimize how much we need to collect on Rendezvous 5. That way, the less I have to carry, the faster I can drive, so I don't have to worry about stuff bouncing out. So that's why you kind of want to do that. All right, rendezvous checkpoint over here. Done and done. All right. Toxic, toxic. Oh, not sorry. Radiation, radiation, not toxic. Radiation. Radiation, toxic, toxic. Radiation. Oh, man, there's a lot of radiation over there. We're going to have all of our stuff, basically, huh? All right. That's all good. Everything else is explosive. We don't care. Yep. All right. So now we got our engine upgrades. So these ones should have fuel efficiency and top speed on all of them because they're S-Class. So, yep. So now we are good. We're set. We're ready to go. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Let's mark our home. There it is over there. And we have 17 boxes aboard. So we're going to try to keep that together. 17 aboard. Already bouncing, my God. There we go. There we go. And that checkpoint is... Of course, it doesn't want to tell me. Look at that. Doesn't want to tell me. It's like, nah, you don't get to know. Okay, there's a riverbed over here. We're gonna head towards that riverbed and hopefully make it without losing any containers on the way. Oh my God, look at that. They are right on the edge. Right on the edge, right next to my cabin, just waiting that next bump to bounce right out of there. So there is the riverbed. Come on. Of course, there is a cave right in the middle of this one. That's okay, though. All right. There we go. Avoid the plants as much as possible. You never know which one is breakable and which one is going to throw you to the moon. There we go. And how far away am I? Man, what the heck? Why is it? It's so useless. So useless. Give you the Colossus Eye or whatever the hell it's called, and it's just a colossal piece of junk. That's what it is. That's all right, though. We don't need to know how far it is. We just need to know where it is, and we know that right now. Boom, boom, boom. It's 7 minutes away. Okay, good. That's what I would like to do, because if you mark it, you can kind of see how much progress you're making. So 10 minutes, that's fine. So we're not, it says 7 minutes, but look at that. Whenever I boost, it speeds up the time. Whenever you slow down, it'll slow down the time. So that minute marker is literally based on if you just drive at normal speeds and don't stop. So if I boost a little bit, we're gonna trim off a few seconds here and there. Every boost, I think, is like 2 seconds. So depending on how many boosts you do, they'll be there pretty quick. Or if you do like little, you feather the boost every once in a while, you can milk it a little bit and get a little bit longer of a boost on it. Don't go too crazy though, because yeah, right here, like this. And then as you're going up the hill, it's going to slow you down, so that timer might take a little bit longer. That's okay though, I think we got it. Yeah, we're down to 5 already. Look at that. Boom. 5 already. That's a huge hole right there. My God, look at that. Almost had me drive into a hole. No, no, no. I have a feeling these are going to bounce me. Yep, like that. Beautiful. Now we're just going to follow this riverbed all the way. Excuse me. Look at it. We drove right through that animal. Nothing. I touch a little 2-foot long, tall plant. I frickin' roll. Three minutes out. We're doing well. Get a little bit of a steep incline here. That's okay. It's all right. Kicking this down over here. And I know it looks like I'm going the wrong way, but I'm telling you, these riverbeds are very flat, very easy to drive in. And so even if it goes a little bit out of your way, you will probably save more time because you don't have to worry about bouncing and getting out to get your barrel that just so happened to bounce out of your the bed of your truck. So even if you're going a little bit out of your way, you're still dang good. See, like, look at all this. Here's where all the bumps are. But I have a feeling I can do it from here. Yep, like all this. There you are. There we go. We're a minute out. We still have 17 barrels in our bed. So we're still doing solid. We're at 1 hour, 11 and a half minutes. So we're doing pretty dang good. And then Rendezvous 5 is going to be out here to the east again. So we know we can just park our truck facing this direction. And now put the barrels where they need to go, Jason. Don't lose any more like we did last time, like a dummy. Radiation. Explosive. Boom. Just trying to get them all in there as much as I can. Last explosive, I think. Yep, there you go. Explosive payload is done. There we are. So now we are good. Let's get into the exocraft. Accept our rewards here. And then scan for our final one. Make sure that one's highlighted because we need to make sure. And that is... Oh, no, it's over that direction. Oh, I thought it was over here. Okay. Nope, I have a... What is that? How did I have... I thought I got rid of all my radiation. Oh, my God. Well, we can do that while we're here because I don't want to mess around with that in the back of my truck the whole time. There we go. Done. Done. Go, go, go. And this is 12 minutes out. Not going to be really 12 minutes, but you know. It'll get us there. There we go. Phase 4 is all done. So let's go. Our S-Class upgrades will get us there faster. I'm hoping. So we're at 14. So we have about 15 minutes left if I want to get it done before 1.5. Let's see. I'm hoping we can. I'm hoping we can. We got everything else done. So now we just need to grab. We have explosives done. We need to get our toxic and our radiation, and we don't even need that much. So if I wanted to, I can look and say 1 radioactive, 1 toxic. I only need 2 barrels. I only need 2 barrels. Now I'm going to grab more than that just in case they bounce out. So I'll probably grab like 3 of each if I can. But I only need 1 of each. 2 total. That's an easy job. So if I grab 3 of each, that's 6 total. That's an easy load. I'll grab the smallest containers I can find so they don't bounce out as easy. And then, yeah. Oh, God, that's so much easier. My goodness. Oh, we have a drop pod here. Again, you can do this if you want. You can get this done. You need to just go boom. Save and chart. That way we're done with that milestone now, so we don't need to do it at the rendezvous. And now we just have to drive on out here. I don't see a riverbed. This is going to be a little bit more of a pain in the ass to drive, but that's okay. Let's go. That's all phases done except for phase 5. The only thing we have left is phase 5. I wonder, can I run these down? You can. Look at a 10-foot freaking thing. It will not do it, but no worries. But a little tiny plant, my God, that'll ruin everything. Can't. A big old 15-foot cactus though. That's not stopping me. Look, we're only at 6. Oh my God, yeah, we cut that down really quick. So just go, go, go. Keep it going. Oh, there's a little ridge here. So I'm making a beeline straight because I don't have anything in my the back end of my truck, so I don't have to worry about anything bouncing out. But when we come back, I might need to look for a riverbed because this is way too bumpy. Like everything would have bounced out of the back of my truck a while ago if I had anything back there. That's all right, though. We got this. We got this. Want to make sure. Yep, just traveling 10,000 more. Oh, my God. We definitely need to drive. My goodness. Good Lord, yeah, look at all those bumps. My God. There's a lot of bumps. Didn't want to deal with trying to figure out how to get out of that hole. I just move over and then teleport. Now, you can't do that with a bunch of barrels in the back of your truck. If you teleport your vehicle with a bunch of barrels in the back, it will leave the barrels wherever the teleport started. So if you're in the middle of a hole and you warp your truck outside of the hole, all of the barrels will still be in the middle of that hole. So don't think you can get around it. Like I thought, oh, it'll teleport everything. Nope. Those barrels are not included as part of your truck. So wherever they're at, they will just drop to the ground. Your truck basically disappears underneath them. So that's great. So the other thing I can do here is let's see if I can find another waste processing plant. And is it closer than what I'm doing right now? Nope. Same one. Damn it. I was hoping maybe they would mark one closer. There are a couple other different disposal facilities around, but I don't think there's any on this side of the planet. They don't want you to short circuit the end, I don't think. We'll try another one. We'll try to scan again once we get there. Maybe there's one closer once we're at actually the waste heap over here. But I don't know. All right, so we need one of each. We don't need any explosive. So, up here, 1, 2, 1, 2. That looks like a toxic. 3, maybe. We need one more radiation. Do we have another radiation? Are you not going to give me another radiation, are you? Well, damn. Well, thank God we got our radiation containers, because Lord have mercy, we don't have any extra. All right. All right, so I'm not trying to drop anything. We'll do another scan real fast. Mark something closer. Nope, that's the one. All right. That is the one. 12 minutes away. Well, let's go. We don't want to mess around. I can sit here and start scanning forever, trying to get another one to pop, but it doesn't want to show me it because they want me to take the long drive. There we go. Oh, yeah, we need to upload all that. There we go. That way we have all our creatures. There we are. Done and done. So that was for my Find All the Creatures guide. You have to upload it. Once you've scanned all the creatures, you have to upload them. I forgot to do that. Thankfully, don't have to worry about that. 5 containers, 3 toxic, 2 radiation. So we're just going to try to keep all 5. Let's drive down here a little bit. This looks a little flatter. Possibly. Yeah, this looks a little smoother. Okay. We're just going to go down to this valley. A little bit of a way around it, but we don't have to go up that hill. We don't have to go up that mountain and get everything bounced around. So a little extra distance, but also I'm going faster. So I think it'll be a net. Oh my God, there's a hole right there. A net positive. A little bit extra distance, but also extra speed to make it a little easier. See, the holes just come out of nowhere. All of a sudden there's a cave, and it's like, well, you didn't tell me there was a cave there, so thank you, I guess. Stay in there. 7 minutes to get over there. I don't know if we're going to make it in time for that. We're going to be well under now in a 2-hour time limit, so get it done in a couple of hours. I was hoping to get that hour and a half. That would be good. I don't know if we're going to make it on this one. Yeah, I don't know. We will trim off a little bit of time because of our boost, but not much. Not that much anyway. I don't know if we can trim off an extra 5 minutes. Yeah, see what the hell is that? Just keep going, just keep going. There we go. Highlight it so I can always see that time. So it is going faster than the actual real life seconds. You can see it going 59, 8, 7, 6, 5. It's going faster than actual seconds. So it's not truly that time because I have my S-Class upgrades and I'm going real fast. But yeah, you're doing these hills that slow me down. That will definitely add a little bit more. Come on. We're down to 6. I mean, we might actually make it. Ooh. It might. I might have my upgrades. Again, upgrades are randomized. You don't know. Your S-Class upgrades might not be as fast as mine. I might have like a 15% speed increase. You might have a 14 or a 13. So it's all up. Those upgrades, depending on how nice the No Man's Sky number generator is, it could be really good, or they could give you like a 10%. And it's like, well, great. 5% difference doesn't sound like a lot, but it does add up. There we go. We got our mileage done. Oh my God, look at that. We got our mileage done, and like we're basically done. Like it took us this entire time of driving to get that mileage. So definitely, you don't want to run or jetpack over to your locations, even though it's easier and it might be a little bit faster. You won't get your milestone, so it doesn't matter. You got to get that milestone. Go, go, go. Just try to avoid all the holes everywhere. Oh man, we are getting close. We might get there at exactly 1 hour and 30 minutes. We still have to put all of our barrels in there and get all that done, but that'll be another, what, 30 seconds after? Oh God, maybe if I can make it through all this garbage. Oh my God, look, oh my, oh! Well, that just slowed me down. I think I lost a barrel back there. Yeah, we're only at 4. I have 2 toxic and 2 radiation. That's fine. That's all. I only need 1 tactically of each. So that's why I grabbed extras. And I need a minimum of 4 to hit that milestone. You need to use 4 special barrels every milestone. Oh, don't shoot me. Really? Really? I'm 3 minutes out, man. Just leave me alone. I need my 4 barrels. Do not blow up anymore. Come on. Just be cool, man. Just be cool. Don't shoot me. Don't you dare. Don't you dare shoot me. I just ran into some debris. Of course I would. Again, you can't teleport out when you have stuff in the back of your bed. All right. Man, I was ahead of schedule, and then I hit every bump in the way because I guess I'm like, oh, I'm like getting itchy. I'm like, oh my God, I could do it. And then boom, nope. Ruined it. That's all right. We'll get there under an hour and a half. That's fine. Oh yeah, we can do our mileage. Oh yeah, and you can do your checkpoint. Number 5, though, only gives you nanites and money. It does not give you any engine upgrades because there's nothing better than an S-Class engine upgrade. I mean, you can argue the black market upgrades, but those are a gamble. Those are not guaranteed to be better. They can be better, but they're not guaranteed to be better. So that's kind of the difference. It's like, hey, yeah, S-Class is a guarantee to be the best. And then, you know, black market can be, but not always. And most of the time, they're not. You get lucky once in a while, and you get one that's way better than an S-Class, and you're like, yes, perfect. But it's like 1 out of 20, 1 out of 50, something like that. So you're going to be spending a lot of money trying to get that. All right, we got here. Whoa, we got here with 1 minute extra. 1 toxic. 1 radiation. There we are. So that's it. Yep. Oh, yeah, we need to throw in our 2 other barrels. I forgot. So we need to get 4 for each. And that's it. Done and done, I believe. Oh, look at that. We want me over there, huh? Really? No way. Are you serious? Recycle waste at the plant? Are you kidding me? Well, that's the first time I've run into that problem. I didn't go to the right facility, I guess. Holy hell. Well, that's fun. I don't think it has to be special. Does it? It does. It does have to be special. Well, son of a bitch. Yeah, look at that. Oh my God, I need to do it at that facility over there. Really? All right, well, maybe learn from that mistake that I just made. You have to go to a specific one. My goodness. That's not cool at all. Well, we need a special barrel, so I need to find a special one. That's nothing there. Industrial. We need special waste. Well, that's fun. So, wow. They don't take it just any willy-nilly like, oh, you can do it at any facility. No, sirree. They need you to go to that one particular one. And this is all just normal stuff. Wow. Well, that was a good waste of time. I did find the random facility. It was close enough to mine. It was 2 minutes away from mine. I thought it was the same. That looks like special waste right there. You look special. Yep, you're radiation. Okay. Radiation counts. All right. Well, that sucks. There's an extra, 2 or 3 minutes on my run simply because they want me to go to a particular facility, not just any generic one. Damn it. That's okay. Live and learn, man. Live and learn. So don't make my mistake. Go back to the one they mark. So make sure you have your milestone. Go in here. Make sure you have your milestone highlighted for this road trip. Because, yeah, they don't mess around. This one facility. Well, damn it. And now I'm done, I guess. 3 minutes later, because I had to run over here. There we are. Done. So, that's that one done. Got my Quicksilver. Phase 5 done. And I got my heirloom customization set. There we are. Done and done. So that's how you would get it done within an hour and 33 minutes. Extra 3 minutes because I had to, do my thing. Dang it. That's all right. We're good. Now, let's see how long that took in the game. So we're going to do this. Actually, we'll do this. I think a ship is the only way, really. So let's do that. Let's see how long it took in the game. So we'll do a in and out. That creates a save for me. Restore point save. So now I'm allowed to quit. And we can see that it took me hour and 27 minutes in the game. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. Keep in mind, you have to go to that one facility. You can't go to any other one. That kind of sucks. At least to get that milestone. It counted all of my special containers, but in order to get the milestone for the 4 different ones, you have to go to your unique one. Son of a gun. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time.